Hey guys, it's RX here and welcome back to my channel. We are back once again with another Akko Switch review as they have a lot of new or updated Switch versions. We check out the updated tactiles last upload, so today let's check out some linears. Today let's take a look and listen at the new Creamy Yello Pro V5. A quick disclaimer that Akko sent out the switches for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video, and of course, I give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Creamy Yello Pro V5, and I'll place all of Akko's link on my description down below. So here we are with the Creamy Yello Pro V5, Akko's update to one of their most popular budget linears, the Creamy Yello Pro V3. In general, the Creamy Yellows have always been a fan favorite in the budget linear space, so it kind of makes sense that Akko finally gave them another update. Now the question is, did they actually improve it, or is it just another recolor? Now according to Akko, the V5 isn't just about a new look. They've tweaked the molds and to make the Switch tighter and more stable so you could get less wobble, less ping, and a cleaner overall sound. So for the materials, they finally swapped the old palm stem from the V3 for a PA12 stem, paired it with a PC top housing and a PA66 bottom housing, and hey, they even added a LED diffuser for better RGB shine through. On top of that, Akko has been a lot more consistent, in my opinion, with their factory lube, which means this should feel smoother right out of the box. Now spec-wise, the V5 is still a 5-pin linear switch with a standard MX structure, so you're looking at a 50-gram actuation force, 2.0mm pre-travel, and about 3.3 to 3.5mm for the total travel. So on paper, it's basically the same as the V3, but in practice, the changes in materials and the tighter molds kinda give it a slightly deeper tone, or the thockier tone, compared to the brighter and clackier sound of the older Creamy Yello Pro V3. So Akko also finally updated the packaging here. Just like with their other new switches, you now get the white box that kinda doubles as a switch tray, which is a nice little bonus. Now price-wise, it's still very budget-friendly, sitting at I think $10.99 for 45 pieces, so for the V3, you're getting a more refined version of an already solid budget linear. Now in today's video, it's going to be the usual, but we're no longer using the Vega 65, we're gonna be using the Zoom 65 V3 for now, and I'll also throw in some quick sound comparison with other Akko linear switches like the Green Fog and the HMX Xinhai, so you can get a better feel of where the V5 Creamy Yello Pro sits. As always, before the sound test, the sound and experience can vary depending on your keyboard build, so just use this as a guide or a reference. So with that said, please enjoy the sound test on the new Akko Creamy Yello Pro V5. And that was the sound test on the Creamy Yellow Pro V5 by Akko. Please do let me know and what you think about them on the comment section down below. Let's have some quick discussions, and also thank you for staying if you made it up to this point. Now let's hear about my thoughts and opinion about the switches. Starting first with the feel, the Creamy Yellow Pro has always been known as one of the most smoothest and consistent budget linears in my opinion, and the V5 gives that reputation. Now out of the box, the factory lube feels well applied and balanced, so you can't feel any scratches or even spring crunches. And you can actually tell that Akko somehow improved their QC over time with regards to their factory lubing. Now the key press kind of feels light for me at around 50 grams for the actuation, but would say it still feels balanced where it's not too light and not too heavy, just a medium feeling linears. Now for the updated modes, this gives the switches a noticeably tighter feel and more stable key press compared to the V3, and honestly I would say this feels really more snappier and has a good feedback than the V3. Now, in moving on to my thoughts on the sound, when it comes to the sound, this is where the material changes really come through. The new PA12 stem paired with the PA66 bottom housing shifts the tone slightly deeper, giving it more of a thought compared to the brighter and clackier sound profile of the V3. It's still not a super deep linear like some other options out there, but for the price point, it's definitely a cleaner and more refined sound. The LED diffuser as well is a nice touch if you're into RGB boards, as this helps out even the lighting without affecting the sound of the switches. Now for my overall experience, I would say the V5 is less of a big rework and more of a smart refinement. The specs here are basically the same on paper, but changes in the materials, the tighter molds, and the more consistent lubing makes it feel like a smoother, more polished version of the V3. Now, if you like a brighter or a clackier sound profile, then the older Creamy Yello Pro is your option. That's still a classic option. But if you want something with a deeper tone and a better stability right out of the box, then the V5 makes a lot of sense, especially since the price is still on the budget-friendly range. So overall, I would say, or I would call that the Akko V5 Creamy Yello Pro is kind of a solid upgrade, not a complete redesign, but definitely more refined. Now if you're curious, I would still recommend grabbing a 45 pieces first or the pack just to try them out before committing to the full set. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the review on the Creamy Yello Pro V5 by Akko, and I hope you find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to like the video. You can share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next sound test. Peace.